Hi, this is a rapid introduction to the linking of Iris and Rapid Pro in the mhero application. This is just a very short introduction to give you a sense of what is going on. Here we see the mhero application, the Rapid Pro interface. There's a few options that we can choose from. If we go into, we have our inbox, we have our contacts, we have our workflows. The workflows are how we can set up automated query and response by SMS. We have an analytics in our toolbar. We have campaigns, which are more extended workflows and over a longer period of time. And we have some trigger events. Let's start by looking at the contacts. In the contacts, you can see from an initial sample import of 820 health workers, we have different contact groups. We have the administrative staff, we have the community health workers, we have the county users, we have the dental techs, we have the environmental public health officers, as well as the rest of the cadres that we would get from IRIS or the user groups from DHIS2. If we scroll down a little bit, we see that we also have contact groups for Liberia. And then we look at Bomi District, Clay County, and Zordi Clinic. Basically, the DHIS2 org units at all levels, whether at the national level, the county, the district, or the facility level, have been created as contact groups, and health workers have been added to those contact groups. We see based on where they're employed, and that information about where they're employed is getting pulled from IRIS. So this gives you a sense of the way that you would create contacts in Rapid Pro. If we click on the next icon, the workflow, you'll see here that we have one workflow set up. This is the workflow on the Ebola Health Worker Learning course. It's to give an assessment of how much the health workers know about Ebola. If we click on that, first that we'll see that we have the start of the flow where it asks if they would like to participate in the assessment. It goes down and starts asking some questions about this example. The first question is, what kind of disease agent causes Ebola? A bacteria, virus, toxin, parasite? And they would respond 1, 2, or 3, 4. Here we see what happens based on the responses. If they said virus, it's a correct answer and it responds so. If they respond with another answer, bacteria, toxin, parasite, or some other message, then you get a message that this was an incorrect answer, and they give the correct answer. At the point you'll see that we also update the contact information for that health worker to say that they did not, and we can use this to track whether they answered that question correctly or not. As we go further down, we get into the second question: how is Ebola transmitted? And again, we have several different options for answers, and we can configure how we respond to the different answers. Now, what you would want to do is, as we have a flow set up, we can start the flow. What we can do is we can say, okay, let's look for let's go to everybody in Bomi District, and we only want the nurses, the enrolled nurses, to target. Once we select people that are in Bomi District in Liberia and the nurses, we can add those contacts to the flow, and then Rapid Pro will initiate the flow with them and start setting out the initial SMS response.